Hey guys, how's it going? It's been a little bit, but I've realized in the last video I said I was going to take these off, and I didn't. So we're going to go ahead and work on that a little bit, and then start sanding down the body. So here we go. Got all this stuff off the head. I'm gonna scratch and take off the Washburn logo there because I'm gonna end up painting over all of this. So it'll kind of have like that cool fender look, sort of, where it'll only be the top of this painted and the rest of this in the back will be wood. But I think next, since none of the fret ends are really sharp all the way up until the top end here, I don't really find a need in having to put new frets on. Like this, there's a few where it's a little rough, but it's not terrible. Like I'm never gonna be playing all the way up here, and if I do, my hand's gonna be up off the frets there. So I got a ratchet out originally to take off the tuning pegs, but I found out they were so loose already on there that I could just twist them off my hands. And that could have been a big problem with the tuning stability with it. But yeah, so we're gonna get new tuners and everything to put on once we're all done and painted. And yeah. All right, so the next thing we're gonna do is I'm gonna try and like clean up the fretboard a little bit. We have this guitar polishing cleaner, the Dunlop 65. I use this stuff on the fretboard a lot. It hydrates the wood. I have one that hydrates the wood, but it also cleans up all the frets and everything. So yeah, we're gonna go ahead and get that process out of the way. So with that, there's a few ways you can do it. You can either spray it on the fretboard, wipe it off, or what you're supposed to do is spray it on the cloth and then go ahead and start cleaning off your fretboard. What I like doing, I'll spray it onto the fretboard a little bit, on the frets, everything, and let it go through, and promise you that. So what we're gonna do is I'll show you. That's a lot of that stuff, but then say here, let it soak in for a second. I can see the water droplets forming, so then I go in with the microfiber cloth. There are special cloths to do this with, like you can do it with shop towels and everything like that. This is just why I have on hand. That's not, still bloody from the last video. Right? This conditions the fretboard real well and gets all of this clean. All your finger oils and everything. As I just touched it again, but it's gonna get your finger oils on it regardless. But it cleans off all the leftover shit. You know what I'm saying? So now, what I'll do, since I got all that cleaned off, I'm gonna start actually focusing on the frets. Because from what I've seen, they're not that worn down, although they are getting there. They're not really worn down. Like this thing hasn't been played before, so I feel like I'm good to go with just going ahead and polishing off the frets a little bit, and then I'm gonna start taping it off with masking tape. So when it comes time to paint and clear coat the whole neck, I'll be able to do that without getting on the fretboards of the frets. So for this process, I'll spray a bunch onto the cloth. I'll put my finger in it. I'll hold it like this sort of thing with your finger like that. And then I'll just go over each fret, really scrubbing at it. And I feel like it does a decent job of cleaning up your frets. Obviously it's not as good as enough job as, it's not gonna do a good job like as using steel wool or anything like that, but I'm not going for perfection here. But yeah. I'm still trying to decide on what I want to do with the paint. I don't know if I want to go for a solid color. I don't know, since I got it from Walmart, I don't know if I should paint it that dark blue and put the yellow Walmart symbol on it, because I feel like that would be funny. But it also has this like you can see like in the paint, it has like, it's just like wood dye. So I was thinking of sanding it down to the wood, and I could wood dye it another color. Or, you know, I'm not sure. I'm not sure yet. It's all a work in progress, but I'll figure it out eventually. But if you guys don't have any recommendations for it, what you think would look cool with it. I do not want to do red, mainly because it's already red. And that was my last guitar build I did. So I kind of want to mix up a little bit. I was thinking either like a teal or a purple look would look pretty cool on it. And look at that. All that shit came off the frets. And now, when you hold up to the light, look at that. Look how much better that looks already. Just with the one little, just with this stuff, the polish. And then eventually I'll use this on the body when I'm all done. And this will really clean it up really nice. So, now, the next thing to do is take this fucking thing off. I don't know if that's a thing I should sand off or what, because it kind of looks like it's just painted on there, which is going to be a bitch for when I go to take it off. But we're going to try and figure it out. Let's take my knife here. See if it comes off like any. Oh no, that's painted on there. That's going to come off, have to come off with sanding. So now we start the long, painful process of sanding, which, to be honest with you, I should already be masking this off, which I'll go ahead and do. Let's go ahead and just, always better to take off more tape than not enough. And there we go. Go ahead and go over the nut with all that because I'm gonna replace the nut too also. And then, oh, there we go. Sorta. That and this I'll just go ahead and wrap around. Just because when I first start sanding, it's just gonna be the head. I'm not gonna do the back, nothing like that yet. Even though I will get to that. But really, a lot of the time, I just like taping off the whole fretboard. It makes it so much easier just to do everything else. Ooh, fuck, don't want that to go over. There we go. All right. But yeah, if you have any suggestions for the, oh, Nick's hair is in there. Jeez. Nick's my dog, by the way. But yeah, if you have any suggestions on paint, go ahead and let me know. And I'll go ahead and tape this off, and I'll go ahead and tape the neck pocket off of the guitar. And yeah, see you in a second. So, we got all the sanding done on the head almost. You can still see the logo a little bit, but, oh, you can see all the sanding marks I have on there too. Only that just fucking great. Anyway, you can see how much I actually did sand off just from what fell in the neck pockets. But, yeah, I decided not to tape off the neck pocket of that just because of, I'm sanding it all down anyway. I'm not painting yet. It's going to be a while before I paint even to begin with. So I'm just focusing on this right now. I did not hit the back or sides. I'll do that when I get to a higher grit. But yeah, this is the first. Started out with 60 to 80 grit. So yeah, not too bad.